I'm hoping to improve my posture with this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I picked this up, just bought it because one of the things that I used to do back in the day was go to a chiropractor. It helped with my sinuses and my allergies actually at the time. But then after you get your adjustment, they usually do a little bit of physical therapy with you, some exercises. And one of the things that they did, which I actually really liked and missed, was they kind of put me on this contraption which would push my neck up and then pull my head back, and that actually helped with my posture. Now, you may be like me, making a lot of racket with cellophane, but you also might be like me where you sit in front of a computer and you find yourself getting closer and closer, and your posture may be suffering from sitting in a chair all the time. But I wanted to check this out because I thought maybe a few minutes a day on this might not only help my posture, help get the curvature back in my neck, especially as you get older, that it just might help us as we age. Now here is the instruction thing, and as you can see, this nice looking lady right there is using this thing. So I thought I would see what we can do to put this together. First of all, what we have here is the base. All of this is like an ABS plastic. You can see how it is structured right there. And what we have here is a little hinge where the bottom piece will go in here, and then we have these little slats, and the top piece will kind of go in there to bow this out more or less. So if you put it out here, it'll be a little flatter. We also have this foam. It's kind of like a yoga mat, and that will go over the middle here so that you won't be pressed right up against the plastic. And here is the piece that will flex. And what I think is, this is the bottom piece, and then this is that top piece, and you can see we even have a little built-in like molded pillow, little curved area here which will hold your neck into place. You can see it's just a little bit curved in the middle right there. We also have some bumps right here, so I think, well, those could be uncomfortable. I think are meant to do a little massaging and kneading. And what I will do here is take this piece, and I think I will just push it in here, and then put this right up here. I think that's it. And just kind of pull it through so that you get a little cushion right there. And now, like I said, I think the bottom goes in here, just like that. And then the top will go in up here. Now, if you want to start small, which I would probably suggest, just go in this furthest piece right there. I will tell you that this actually is pretty robust. I thought this might be prone to breaking, but it certainly doesn't seem like that. In fact, if I want to get this thing down in these lower ones, it takes a little bit of work even to get it, oh man, to get it down there. I mean, I can do that for sure, but you can see how much of a curvature we have there now. But if I take it out there and put it in here, you can see much more mild. It's kind of like an inclined backrest. So now what I want to do is go ahead and lay down on this and see if it works. I've got it set up here on the ground, and I think I will put my head all the way back here. Like, I think my neck is gonna go up towards the back there. So let's just see if I can get in on this. Man, my body covers this thing up. So there, get centered in there. I can feel those little spikes kind of pushing in on my shoulder blades, but they aren't uncomfortable. And man, I think you actually want to go up pretty high. Like, my head is not hanging off and it's not touching the ground. It's actually being supported by this thing. But what it's doing here is it's really kind of letting my head flop back and yet still be supported. I would say that depending on how heavy you are or light you are, this may feel like a lot of pressure. So there's a couple things I will probably say is if you have a really compressible feather pillow or something, you could probably put it under your head to give yourself a little bit more support if you felt like you needed that. And or you could also, if the little spikes, which like I said, through my shirt feel just fine. In fact, after feeling them initially kind of pressing my back, I don't even feel them right now. But you could also put a blanket over this or a towel or something like that to make it just a little bit more muted. But I think the key here is now you have an excuse to lay down. This is kind of forcing you into good posture. And now I could just kind of close my eyes and relax, do my meditations. You are a hollow reed, trouble blows through you like the wind. So, just something that is pretty easy to store, it's pretty inexpensive, and if you want to keep working on your posture, I think actually improve your health, then I would definitely recommend this. If you want to pick it up, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.